Let's talk about 3 simple, easy steps that you can fix your sciatica. Now, sciatica is pain that travels from your lower back down the back part of one leg. 90% of the time, it comes from a disc problem. The sciatic nerve is the longest nerve of the body, and you can have pain that goes right into your bottom of your foot as well. There's a really simple test to determine if you have it. It's called the straight leg raiser, where you're laying on your back and you have someone just raise up one leg at a time. And as you raise it up between 30 and 70 degrees, you're going to start feeling pain on the affected side. And you really don't need this test because people that have sciatica are going to feel it on the back of one leg. Now, very, very important, okay, before I show you these 3 steps, I need you to rate the intensity of your pain right now. So just write it down or put it in the comments section right now. What is your pain right now? 10 being very, very severe, 0 being no pain at all. Write that down because we're going to ask you after we're done to have you re-rate it. Now, what are you going to need in this 3-step procedure? Well, you're going to need a foam roller, but you really don't even need one of those. You can just roll a small towel up, and you're going to need a tennis ball, but you really don't even need that if you get someone else to do this procedure on you. So it's really simple. You're going to do 3 things. The first thing is we have to reestablish the curve in your lower back. Normally, you should have a curve in your lower back, but the problem with sciatica is you lose that curve. So now we have a lot of compression on the discs. And this usually happens from sitting for long periods of time. An average person sits between 10 and 15 hours a day. That's crazy. And they usually don't sit straight, right? They kind of slouch to one side. So they're very susceptible to getting sciatic nerve pain because of that disc. So we want to reestablish the curve of the lower back. Very simply, you're going to be putting this foam roller or a rolled up towel in the lower part of your back towards about L1, not at the very lower base of your back, but a little bit up. Okay. And then you're going to lay on your back for a period of time. Now, I'm going to show you a little clip to walk you through that procedure. Okay, so this is what you do. You take this little thing right here, and you're going to place it right on your lower back, but you're not going to put it down here. You're going to put it at L1 right there, and you're going to lean back right here on the floor with your knees up, and it's pushing the curve up. It's going to start forming the curve. You're going to lay here for about, I don't know, 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 minutes. And you're going to put your knees up, and you're just going to let the foam roller push that curve up. Remember, don't put it like too low. Raise it higher, right at about the first lumbar vertebra, so we can actually really put that curve back. It's going to take all the pressure off the nerve, and your sciatica is going to go away. So I would do this in the morning and at night, 5 minutes. Okay, we're back for step 2. For this procedure, you're going to actually stimulate the opposite sciatic nerve on the opposite leg, okay? So if you have pain down the right leg, you do not want to stimulate the nerve on the right side because it's already hot, it's swollen, it's painful. You're going to stimulate the opposite side. Now, for this procedure, I have another clip I'm going to show you from another video. So let's show you how to do it. Okay, so let's pretend that this person has sciatic pain on the right side. Now you have to realize that sciatic nerve comes from this point right through the butt, out down the back of your hamstring, all the way down through this way. If you have pain on the outside through here or the front, that's not sciatica. So sciatica is a big nerve. It's about the width of my thumb all the way down here. So this is what you do. If you have sciatica on the right side, okay, the sciatic nerve comes right out of here. You want to work on the opposite side. Okay, so you'll be pressing the opposite side of that nerve. So you'll start right here, and there's a sacrum that comes here, and you're going to work right on the sciatica. It's called the sciatic notch, and we're going to press in there, right in there, and we're going to trace down the nerve. We're going to trace down the nerve like this. Okay, and you're just going to stimulate the nerve on the opposite side. It's going to get rid of this side. Why? Because they're on a circuit. This is a stuck standing wave, and the way to get rid of it is to work on this side. Again, this is one of those things where you don't have to believe me, just do it and you'll see it works. And we press right down, and we come right down the center of that leg, and you trace it all the way down. You can do it slowly,
and work all the way down, all the way down, all the way down through here. Now, what happens when you press on the opposite side, it's going to be very, very tender. It's going to be probably twice as painful as this side that hurts. And so I'm not going to get into why that's tender, but you're going to look for the tenderness. So you want to go within that person's tolerance and just kind of work out that nerve. And then what you'll do is you'll work on this side and you'll ask, okay, where does it hurt on this side? And they might say, well, now it's shifted down here. Okay, then we could just do the opposite side over here. Okay, or maybe it's like lower in the calf. Then we do the opposite side through here. So the key is never, ever, ever, ever work on the same side as the sciatic nerve is. Work on the opposite side. And you want to get the mirror image, start from right through here, work all the way down, and you might want to spend like a couple of minutes working each spot all the way down to the foot, okay?
All right, now, if you don't have someone to do this technique on you, you can use a tennis ball, okay? And so you basically have to lay on your back and take the tennis ball and put it on the opposite side of your buttocks, okay? You can do this in a chair or on your couch or on the floor, and you start to trace down the opposite sciatic nerve. And you're going to put pressure on the nerve, starting on your buttocks, going all the way down to your hamstring on the opposite side. And you're going to be holding this pressure until you find the sweet spot, which is the very tender spot. You're going to find that the nerve on the good side, opposite side, is going to be twice as tender or painful. And that's when you know you have the right spot. So you just keep working it down all the way down to your hamstring. And if you have pain that's going down into your calf, then you're going to do the opposite calf as well. So that is step 2. Okay, step 3, very simply, whichever side you have the sciatic nerve pain on, you're going to be stretching the quadricep or the thigh muscle on the same side as you have pain. Okay, so if you have sciatic pain down the right side, the back of your leg on the right side, you're going to be stretching your quadricep on the right side like this. So as you can see, you're going to grab your foot, you're going to bring it forward, you're going to stretch your quadricep, stretch it for a few seconds, then relax it, stretch it for a few seconds, relax it. So stretch it about 5 times. All right, now that you know the 3-step procedure for sciatica, I think the next best video for you to watch would be on inflammation. What to eat to reduce inflammation. Hey, before you go, if you're benefiting from any of my content, I would love to hear about your success story. Please share it in the link down below.